Welcome to the Thrive in Fashion podcast, where we explore the role of the fashion buyer, the knowledge and skill sets required for success, and the impact of the role in your retail business. In each episode, you will learn about industry best practice and how the buyer's role is evolving in this ever-changing, fast-paced industry. And now, here is your host, a fashion industry expert with over 20 years of experience, Elisabeth McHale.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Thrive in Fashion podcast. I'm your host, Elisabeth McHale, and today we're jumping ahead to 2025 to look at 5 trends that will shape the new fashion season and to share some actionable tips that you can take to prepare your ranges accordingly if you haven't included some of these already. Before we talk about the trends, let's pause for a moment because I don't know about you, but it feels like yesterday the Autumn-Winter 24 ranges were just hitting the shop floor. In stores now, we're seeing a dramatic shift towards party wear, occasion wear, and of course, the explosion of gifting categories. Similarly, grocery ranges are bursting with festive foods. I'm always curious to see what food ingredients and trends will be most popular for the season. It's easy to measure and compare trends from year on year. Last year, my social feed had so many different recipes and videos to make puff pastry trees. While this year, it's all about the pavlova tree cake. It's always interesting to see how trends evolve, not just in fashion, but across industries. When we talk about trends, it is important to remember that they come in all shapes and sizes. Some trends, like the sequin-adorned jacket with bows that we're seeing everywhere this year, became universal sensations. You may remember this from last year. It came from H&M, but this year it has gone viral in popularity, with lots of other retailers now offering a version in their ranges. These are the big general trends that almost every brand finds a way to incorporate. But there are also smaller niche trends that may only resonate with specific audiences. And these might include unique textiles, micro-influences from particular subcultures, or experimental colorways that don't always go mainstream. As buyers and merchandisers, understanding which trends to adopt and which to extend is critical. Not every trend applies to every brand or product category. A luxury brand, for example, may draw inspiration from playful prints, but execute them with a subdued elegance. While a fast fashion retailer might go all in with bright, bold colours, the key is knowing your customer base and understanding what trends resonate with their lifestyles, values, and preferences. Understanding what was popular this year is one thing. Being able to create another viral item next year is something else. And it will be interesting to watch what next year's move on or development from that sequin jacket will be. Looking ahead to 2025, I'm going to highlight 5 trends coming our way and explore how they can vary from niche to mainstream. The first is Neo-Minimalism. If there's one word to describe this trend, it's understated luxury. We're talking about clean lines, neutral colour palettes, and high-quality fabrics that don't scream for attention. Think of it as quiet luxury pieces that speak to a customer's desire for timeless, investment-worthy items. If you were a fan of the TV series Succession, you'll know exactly what this means. Neo-minimalism appeals to the growing desire for timelessness and sustainability. Customers want investment pieces that are versatile and durable, aligning with a buy less, buy better mentality. #30wears. One brand that has embraced this trend is The Row. They've shown that basics can be elevated through quality fabrics and attention to silhouette. Focus on sourcing high-quality materials that emphasize durability and craftsmanship. For example, this can look like sourcing materials like organic cotton, recycled wool, or responsibly sourced silk. This trend isn't about following fads, but curating pieces that bring long-term value. You could offer a capsule collection of basics with a twist. For example, a perfectly tailored blazer or cashmere blend turtleneck and market these as wardrobe foundations to highlight their longevity and versatility. Moving into tech, we're seeing significant innovations in textiles, with functional fabrics becoming much more mainstream. And this is probably one of the most challenging areas as a buyer, where every season there are so many new fabric developments, it's hard to keep up. But it is important that you do so and understand what is being developed, what is changing, and what is evolving. One example is Uniqlo's Heat Tech line. This integrates temperature regulating technology to create clothing that adapts to the body's warmth needs. In 2025, there will be even more collaborations between fashion brands and tech companies to bring some of these innovations to market. Collaborations between fashion brands and tech companies will continue to bring more innovations to market. While high-tech clothing may feel niche, some innovations like moisture wicking and temperature regulating materials are already mainstream in activewear. The challenge may be to see how these integrate further into everyday wear. If you are integrating tech fabrics into your ranges, make sure that you highlight the functionality and the added value in your marketing. Let your customers know what the benefits are. On the flip side of minimalism, there is a contrasting trend with bold, playful colours in prints emerging. There are brands that have consistently embraced colour creating pieces that feel fresh and experimental. Brands like Ganni have consistently embraced colour creating pieces that feel fresh and experimental. They use fun, unexpected colour combinations and prints that resonate with customers looking to make a strong statement. If you're planning to introduce pops of colour, think of one standout print or particular colour that catches the eye. A neutral collection can be complemented by just a few statement items. For example, a colourful coat or printed blouse can let customers mix and match without feeling that they're stepping too far outside their comfort zone. Pairing playful elements with neutrals can make them much more accessible to a broader audience. And while not every customer will embrace head-to-toe vibrancy, a statement piece can often be enough to bring energy to your range. Think of your visual merchandising in store. Those statement pieces or pops of colour will help the other products stand out. Inclusivity is no longer a trend and continues to shape fashion with a growing demand for gender fluid and flexible size collections. They are becoming more prominent, emphasizing comfort, versatility, and self-expression over traditional norms. This is a trend that transcends age, size, and identity, appealing to customers seeking freedom in their style choices. If this is a trend that your customers will identify, experiment with unisex staples like oversized shirts, wide-leg trousers, and knitwear. Think of design pieces that fit across a range of body shapes and emphasize comfort. Customers appreciate items that feel good to wear, both physically and emotionally. And lastly, sustainability. It isn't just a buzzword anymore. Circular fashion, whether it's through rental services, recycled fabrics, or take-back programs, is becoming a consumer expectation and continues to gain momentum. Sustainability continues to drive innovation with circular fashion. Brands are finding creative ways to reduce waste through recycling and upcycling. Circular fashion started as a niche concept, but is becoming a more baseline expectation. Consumers now actively seek brands with more transparent sustainability. Some things to look at would be to explore rental or resale options, as these can appeal to both environmentally conscious and budget-savvy shoppers. Highlight recycled or repurposed materials in your ranges. If you haven't already, explore options to integrate circularity into your business. If you're offering recycled fabrics in your products, highlight that in your marketing. And if your brand is more premium, consider a repair or trade-in program. Circularity can be adapted to suit any price point or customer base. It's about aligning with customer values. It's important to note that not every trend will be relevant to every brand or product. For example, a high street retailer may jump headfirst into bold colours and prints and offer a variety of statement-making pieces, while a heritage luxury brand might focus exclusively on minimalism, creating timeless investment pieces that aligns more closely to their brand ethos. Niche brands serving outdoor or activewear lifestyles might double down on tech-infused textiles and circular fashion, emphasizing functionality and sustainability. Understanding how to balance macro and micro trends is where the art and science of buying intersect. Some trends, like sustainability, affect every brand to some degree, while others, like colourful or playful prints, may only resonate with specific demographics. As we look at 2025, remember, trends are tools, not rules. They provide inspiration and direction, but how you interpret and execute them will depend on your brand identity and your customer base. Keeping these trends top of mind will help you align your buying decisions with what your customers are likely to want. Meeting your customers where they are and where they're going, you have to keep them front of mind. It's about understanding the balance between innovation and timelessness. And the earlier that you can anticipate shifts in consumer trends, the better you can create collections that resonate and align perfectly with your target customers. That's all for this week. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and share the show. For more of Elisabeth's industry tips and to learn more about how you can develop your buying skills, visit thriveinfashion.com. There you can find show notes for this episode and every episode. Also, register for the Thrive in Fashion program and sign up for weekly news delivered straight to your inbox. Until next time.